Hello guys, welcome back. As you can see, it has warmed up out here in the desert and I'm really happy about it. So yeah, shorts and t-shirt weather again pretty much. It's been a little windy, but it wasn't that bad of a winter, not as bad as last winter. Last winter we had a bunch of rain and it was a lot colder for longer. So I feel like spring is on its way. Anyways, today we're going to talk about how I get power and internet while I'm boondocking. These are my lovely solar panels right here. And there's my Starlink. Yeah, I just bought these recently. These are an upgrade from the ones I had before, and I have more. So these solar panels were flat when I bought them, and then we bought these little stands for $100 on Amazon to connect them. So each solar panel is 100 watts. Before I only had like 2 watts of solar. I had those 2 like suitcase panels, which I gave to somebody. So Amazon had a sale when it was like before Black Friday. It was when I first got out here in the fall. And each one of these solar panels was only $50 for 100 watts, which is decent. And they did come flat, and they all came together. So basically, I got 400 watts of solar panels for only about $200, which is pretty good. And then, like I said, I got the stands for 100. So for $300, I got all that, and they can eventually be mounted. So, and then I'm going to show you how I'm converting my solar into power with my inverter. And then we'll talk about the Starlink. So basically, you have these cables, and they plug into the solar panels. We did have somebody help us with this so we could get the maximum amount of solar. It took a couple times of trying to get it just right, but yeah, so it plugs right in there. And then we got this like, oh my God, I don't know. You know what I mean. I forget what those are called, but whatever. They all come together to this, so you can connect them all. And then we have a cord that runs, and this is also the Starlink cord. And we cut a little hole so we can run the Starlink and the solar cord in there. And then of course I stuffed like, what's it called? What's that chore boy stuff called? Huh? Steel wool. I can't remember what anything's called today. So steel wool I put in there because mice hate steel wool, and it kind of fills in the hole. So yeah, so you don't get a mouse. So anyways, the solar plugs into the cord. So this is my power inverter. It's a Blue Eddy. They also have Jackeries, Eco Flow, whatever. And that is the solar that plugs in right there. You got a DC plugs. This is for the battery. And then you got phone cords, USB-C, USB, regular plugs, and you even got this guy. So mine is the 2048 watt AC 200 max. And you can also put your phone up here and do wireless charging. So depending on how big, you know, your setup is and how much power you need for everything, you know, they have all different sizes. So we chose this one because we really aren't running a lot here, just fridge, lights, and the Starlink, you know, charging our phones and stuff like that. So yeah, it's got a battery also, so you can charge it the solar way that I showed you. You can also plug it in directly into a wall at like a house or a business. I mean, you know, some people, they have smaller ones, but I've seen people bring them into Planet Fitness and charge them there. This, you know, might take a while. And you can also, you can get a plug to charge it while you're driving in your car. Yeah, it does come with it? Okay, yeah. And it came with the solar plug. It didn't come with the thing that I showed you that connected all the panels together, but it comes with the main one that plugs into that. And yeah, when you charge it while you're driving, it is a lot slower than it is when you plug it into the wall. But it's like if you're traveling and driving hours and hours every day, then you have that option. So like, as you can see, my solar panels are not mounted. We decided to not do that yet. It is kind of a pain to set them up and bring them in. But when we're traveling on our trip that's coming up in the spring, we're probably just gonna plug the Blue Eddy into the truck while we're driving. Just keep the solar panels put away. So yeah. Basically, it's pretty awesome. It's really an easy setup. Like if you don't know anything about solar or any of that stuff, it's, you know, I mean, you don't have to know anything to have a power inverter like that. And, you know, it's portable, so that's cool. It's a little more difficult to set up the solar hooked up to like the lithium batteries, and you still have to get like some sort of inverter controller for it and whatever. So these things are pretty cool. They have all different sizes and all different brands. So if you are thinking about boondocking, you should definitely get one. All right, now we're going to talk about the Starlink. Here she is. And of course, you know, the cord runs in and plugs into the Blue Eddy. So that piece of hardware is like, obviously it's like the satellite dish for it, and that just has a 3-prong plug that you can plug in. So I plug it directly into the Blue Eddy, like I said, and then I'll show you the other part. Oh yeah, I wanted you guys to see the plants that I got at Grocery Outlet really quick. I got this little jade, and I got these plant hanger things at the Dollar Tree. So, and my pots are from Walmart, if you're wondering. But yeah, we got a jade, and then I got a cactus and 2 succulents and put them together in this little pot. And I really think it makes my kitchen look a lot better. Anyways, it's so dirty, oh my god. Anyways, this is the modem for the Starlink. Right there. And the power, it connects to the satellite out there, and then it has the cord that attached to it that actually plugs in to there. So, oh, gotta say hi to the dogs. Hi, dogs. How are you? Say hi to everybody, guys. Owsley's hiding behind the picnic table. Alright, I decided to do the rest of the video outside because it's nice, and yeah, we'll sit on the back of the truck. Alright, so that's the Starlink. That's the hardware. So they have a new Starlink now. This one is expensive. It was pricey. It's $700 for the hardware, and then it's like $165 a month for the internet. But the nice thing is you can turn it off when you want to, like for the $150 a month. So if you're boondocking in the middle of the nowhere and you need the Starlink, you can have it on, and then say maybe you're going to be traveling somewhere where you can get service, then you can shut it off. So that's nice. I had to get it because I needed it for work. So it was worth it. But yeah, I went broke buying it because I bought it before we left, and we had like no money when we left the East Coast, so it was a lot, but it's been totally worth it for me. So anyways, the new one that they have now, this is for unlimited internet too, by the way, the setup that I just told you about. The new one that they have is a smaller dish, and I think it's only like $50 a month, and I think the hardware is like about $400. So it's like literally half the price, but you only get 50 gigabytes or megabyte, I don't know, whatever. You only get 50 gigs. I think it's gigs, yeah. So it just depends. Like if you want to try it out and you know, you don't have like a job where you're going to need to use it a lot, or you just don't need it a lot, you just want to use it so you can watch stuff on your phone, definitely get the cheaper one. And if you are going to be needing like constant internet, I would just save up and get the other one. But I mean, the only downfall of it is it doesn't like trees, but you know, solar doesn't like trees either. So but like, I mean, I had some issues with it on the East Coast, but like if you could find like a clearing, it would work pretty good. But I mean, if you're pretty much anywhere else, it works pretty good. Once in a while it drops down, but I mean, it is pretty cool. Not really an Elon Musk fan, but I do like my Starlink. So anyways, so it uses, when you hook it up to the inverter, when it first gets going, it uses about 70 watts, which isn't bad. And then as it's running throughout the day, it uses about 40 to 50 something watts throughout the day. So, not too bad. But like I said, you know, I'm working like 6 hours a day usually. So pretty much it's running all day long, and it can chew up your power. So if you're not using it, just make sure you unplug it basically, and yeah, it should work pretty good. So that is that. And then what else did I want to talk about? Yes, the old gas generator. We have this for emergencies, for backup. This was actually my super emergency generator. It's very old, and it's very loud and very heavy. The one that we had, it was the little Honda quiet ones that, I mean, I could just carry it with one hand. It was like this big, and I loved that thing. Unfortunately, it died this summer. So, and because we've been saving for other stuff and doing other stuff, we've just been using this one because we're like in the middle of nowhere in the desert, so it doesn't really matter that it's loud, and we're posted up at the same spot too, so whatever. But this spring we're gonna get another one. I personally, if you're going to take off on the road and be living full-time, or even long, like part-time, but for months, I would definitely have a generator for backup. I mean, I know they're not people's favorite, but if you really get in a spot, it's good to have. And I also use my generator for my Instant Pot and my air fryer, because they take up a lot of power and they drain the Blue Eddy, and then it's like I gotta charge that up. So it's like, it's quick though, you know, the air fryer is usually only on for 20 minutes tops, so I just plug it into this, flip that on, and then I don't have to worry about draining my power for everything else. So as far as generators go, I think the best one for the best price is probably the Predator. The Predator, right? They have them at Tractor Supply, and it's its own brand, right? Oh, it is? Oh, that's an old Predator. Okay, so basically they're like the Honda generator, right? But it's called a Predator, and it's the best off-brand you can get, but it's literally like, what, half the price? Yeah, so that's the old, probably, what, 80s version? 90s? Early 2000s. Yeah, it might not still be working. Well, it looks like an 80s generator, but yeah. What can I say? It's good to have a generator for backup. And like the new little Predators are so quiet too that it's like, it's not a big deal, you know? All right, so that was pretty much what I had to say about power and internet, boondocking. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about that stuff in the comments, let me know, and I'd be happy to help you out. So now we're going to make some lunch in the air fryer. So I'm going to feed the generator plug-in through the window. Here you are. Just because we're only going to be using it shortly. And you guys will be really proud of me, but I can start the generator by myself. Well, I was always able to start the little generator we had by myself, but this one's tricky. You guys can see how loud it is. Definitely get one of the new quiet ones if you can. Ow, gotta turn it on first. Alright guys, so now we're gonna make some lunch. I was like, I don't really have a lot of cooking stuff posted. So we got the air fryer here, my best friend for camping, and I don't have an oven, so really I need a bigger one. This one's small. I have to sometimes cook stuff in shifts, but whatever, it is what it is for now. It was a Christmas present, so I line it with parchment paper because it's better for you than tin foil, and that way the bottom doesn't get all dirty. I got it plugged into the generator because, like I said, it's only going to be maybe 20 minutes on, and it's just easier than like plugging it into the inverter because it'll use up a bunch of power. It's a little cloudy today, so the solar is not on point. It's off and on a little bit. Oh, and I also wanted to say, just so you know, if you do get solar, like, I have 400 watts, but the most I can get out of those 400 watts is like 370 something. So really one more solar panel would probably be ideal for me. So just keep that in mind. And, if you do a little messing around with those cords, plugging all the panels in together, you probably, like, when I first plugged them all in, I was only getting like maybe 2 something, and we had to mess with them a little bit to get the rest. But all right, so we got the air fryer on, and we are going to be doing chicken wings. We got buffalo seasoned chicken wings and lemon pepper chicken wings, and then I got these stuffed jalapenos with bacon, which I freaking love these. And these I'm going to throw on the grill at the same time as cooking the chicken in the air fryer. And I got a little friend here to help me. How are you? You look like a little land seal. Are you a land seal? Oh, the cutest land seal. High five. High five from my land seal. Good girl. Oh, good girl, baby head. She knows that there's chicken to be made, so she's trying to come in. All right. Good girl. All right, so I looked it up and it said for chicken wings, you want 400 for like 20 to 22 minutes. So get that going. Oh, she was laying her head on there. What, do you want me to let you up on the bed? She's gonna follow me out when I put the food on though. Come on. Alright, so remember when I didn't have counter space, guys? I didn't even have a counter in here. And I used to have to do stuff like this on the floor or the futon. I remember those days. Alright, anyways, so we got this. And we're gonna throw these on there. Throw them on the grill. And I also have to put the chicken wings in the air fryer. It's already started going. Because I had to make the tin foil, so we gotta wind it back a little. Alright, I got it together now. So, we got the chicken wings in there. You're not really supposed to layer stuff in the air fryer. But it was so close to fitting, so I just was like, screw it. If you add a little time and just turn it like 4 times instead of 2, you can make it work. So, alright. Just might take a little longer. So I'm going to add a little more time. And then let's put these on the grill. Yeah, so this is the dresser that used to be in place of my sink and cabinets now, and we have to take it to the dump before we leave this area. I just realized that today's Super Bowl Sunday, so these are perfect Super Bowl stuff, even though I could really care less about sports. But look at this propane, you guys. It's kind of funny. Alright guys, here's the jalapeno poppers. They look burnt, but that was just extra cheese that fell around. They're actually perfect, I think. Those ones were really small. They didn't do as good. And then the chicken wings, oh my god, these look amazing. And there it is, guys. Ugh, just beautiful. Alright, so I just tried first ever chicken wings in the air fryer, and they're amazing. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. Way better than trying to make them on the grill like I did before, or like the oven. But they're extremely hot. I'm burning my finger in my mouth. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video, and please like and subscribe to help out the channel, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.